Hey guys, just to let you know, this review will be spoiler-free, so shh, keep the secret in the bag. Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Brolin, so yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Brolin, and this week we watched the new Cregger film, Weapons. And I'm not gonna starring Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, whatever. This movie was amazing. If you don't know Cregger, he made Barbarian, which I reviewed a couple years ago. Love that. No exception here. This is genuinely, I'm not going to reveal too much here, but this is one of the best marketed horror movies I've seen in the last 10 years. It is probably one of the best horror movies I've seen in the last 5 years. This is genuinely probably one of my favorite movies of the year, if not my favorite movie of the year so far, and this is going to be tough competition. But before I go on a whole tangent, why I love this film, I'll tell you why I love this film and more back at the house.
This is a true story that happened right here in my town. A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in this story, but you're not going to find it in the news.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Rewatching.
Hey guys, and welcome back to an episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron HD, and this week we watched Weapons, the new 2025 Cregger film written and directed by him. This film is his sophomore film, following up the fantastic Barbarian, which we reviewed a couple of years ago. This film is starring Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, Alden Ehrenreich, sorry I probably didn't say that right, Amy Madigan, and Benedict Wong. And this film, I'm just going to jump straight into it, was just so goddamn good. I genuinely think that this movie had some of the best marketing I've seen for a horror movie this decade. Because usually horror movies have pretty generic marketing these days, right? They're like, oh, this is a scary movie, look at all the scary scenes, but they kind of show a little too much, right? To the point where, this is going to happen in the movie, and then this is going to happen, right? So you can kind of picture the way the movie's going to go just by the trailer, which is a bad thing. This movie with its trailers told you jack shit, and that's good, right? It wasn't false advertising or anything. It was just to get you hooked, and that's the old-fashioned way of doing it. Trailers were not supposed to tell you much about the movie at all. They were just supposed to tell you enough, just enough to get you a little bit of the premise and to get you intrigued to see the movie. The point of the trailer is to not tell you the plot of the movie, it's to get you hooked on the movie so that you can go watch it, right? That's the point of a trailer, and that's exactly what this movie did. I think the trailers were some of the best movie trailers I've seen in the modern era. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, yeah, sometimes the first trailer can be really good, but then the second and third trailer, like, they kind of show too much, and then they do whatever. But this movie didn't do that. The other trailers didn't tell you jack shit. They showed more, didn't give any context, though. And that's the best fucking part. This movie was so well marketed that every time I heard somebody on the internet talking about it, or on Twitter, or whatever, they were all like, this movie looks great, it looks disturbing, but what the fuck is this movie about? That's good. Because they're intrigued. They were probably going to go see the movie because the trailers interested them. That's the whole fucking point of a trailer. This movie just understood everything, right? And away from marketing now, the movie, the atmosphere, the lighting, the camera work especially. So there would be scenes in this movie, I'm not going to describe them, just, spoiler free, but there are certain scenes in this movie where something happens, or you think it's going to happen, and it holds on that shot for a long time, almost an uncomfortably long amount of time. So you're sitting there with the characters, like, waiting in, anticipation, kind of intensely waiting for something to happen, or for something bad to happen. And that's called ambience, that's called atmosphere, that's called suspense, right? This film was very good at building tension and suspense. This film, I'd say, is just a great example on how to make a good horror thriller. I'd say this movie, it's got a mystery in there, it's got the thriller, it's definitely a horror movie, right? And I just genuinely believe that right now, I think this is one of the best horror movies that you can watch out there. So please, if you have the chance, maybe go out watch this with a few friends. Hell, maybe watch it with family. It's a family movie. When you think about it, it's a family movie. Watch it. Just go out and watch it, because this film, I think Zach Cregger, even though he's only made 2 movies, I think he is already building an incredible legacy for himself. And I think his output just shows it. I mean, yeah, he's only made 2 movies, but with how good Barbarian and Weapons are, I genuinely think we're going to get something special with this guy. I just cannot wait for what he's going to make next, what he has in store for his next film, and I will be waiting in anticipation for whatever he comes up with, or whatever, because, I mean, all I can say is that there is a reason that Jordan Peele fired his agent for not being able to purchase this screenplay. Because God, is it a good fucking screenplay. Oh, man. It's just so good. So this movie, I think, would I recommend it? Absolutely. I've already said you should go out and watch it. It's an incredible horror movie. If you're a horror fan, thriller fan, if you liked Barbarian, I think you'll like this film just as much, if not even more. And overall, I think this is just, as I said, one of the best horror movies, if not the best horror movie of the year. Hell, one of the best movies of the year. Absolutely recommend it. And with that being said, I think I would rate this film a 9 out of 10. And, yeah, I think I've said what I need to say without saying any spoilers. And I hope you guys like this video. Share with friends, subscribe, turn the notifications on. Comment down below if you liked it, but you guys know how it goes. I didn't really mean to say that. What I really meant to say was, if you guys hated this video, unsubscribe, dislike, to in the comments. And I'm Time HD, off to solve the mystery. So, one thing I love about this movie is just the atmosphere, right? I think this movie has an atmosphere that not many modern movies possess. It takes its time. It lets scenes simmer. It's so good. I genuinely think, the consensus on Rotten Tomatoes says that this movie solidifies Zach Cregger's status as a master of horror. I agree. He made Barbarian and this. That's all I need. This guy's a modern master of horror. I am ecstatic to see what he comes up with next. And I'm going to be there.